Hi everyone, welcome back to AniShifter. How are you guys? In this video, we'll discuss about Mikasa and Eren love story. But before that, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, because AniShifter still have many more theory videos for you. Mikasa Ackerman is a cute girl who lives in Wal Maria's farmland. Her father was a hunter, while her mother was a farmer. They live happily and then get a good news because Mikasa's mother is pregnant. Mikasa, who does not have a playmate, is very happy that finally she will have a sibling, so that she will not feel lonely and can invite her younger siblings to play together later. With the mother's pregnancy, her father decided to call a doctor to check his wife's condition regularly at his home. The doctor's name is Jaeger. He is smart, kind and also friendly. The day of Dr. Jaeger's visit arrived. While waiting for the doctor's presence, Mikasa's family decided to spend time relaxing at home. When they were talking, suddenly there was a knock on the door. They thought that Dr. Jaeger had arrived, however, when father opened the door, he suddenly fell with blood splattered from his stomach. At that moment, Mikasa's mother immediately realized that a criminal had entered their house and took the scissors beside her. With all her strength, mother aimed the scissors at the criminals and told Mikasa to run away as fast as possible. However, Mikasa, who was still 9 years old, didn't really realize what was going on. Her body felt frozen, she was unable to move. As if things were going very slowly, she watched her mother stabbed by a knife and fell to the floor with a very loud sound. Mikasa couldn't fight back when the thugs took her and tied her entire body, then her whole vision was pitch black. Mikasa hears that the criminals are going to sell her to the rich nobles of Wal Shina. When she wants to give up everything, suddenly a boy come and then kill the two criminals. Then untying Mikasa's body, the child turns out to be Eren, the son of Dr. Jaeger, who was supposed to visit them at that time. Having speak to each other, suddenly another criminal came into the room and was surprised to see his friend was dead covered in blood. Unable to contain his anger, the criminal chokes Eren with all his might. Mikasa, who saw the incident, could only be stunned like when she saw her parents were killed. However, Eren shouted with all his might and told Mikasa to get up and fight. With hands shaking violently, Mikasa grabbed the knife that was nearby and stood up. As if there was a strong electric current flowing from her body, she seemed to gain tremendous strength and then stabbed the criminal to death. Not long after that, the military police came together with Dr. Jaeger to save the two of them. The cold air blows hard in the forest, making Mikasa aware of what happened to her. She has lost her entire family and also her home. Staring at her bare feet, she muttered, telling her how cold it was and saying that she had nowhere else to go. Suddenly, a red scarf wrapped around her neck. With a blushed face, Eren said that the scarf could warm her, and Eren grabbed Mikasa's confused hand and invited her to come home to live there. Hearing that, Mikasa's eyes filled with tears. During her life, this was the first time she felt a strange feeling in her chest. The feeling that made her want to always be with Eren. Mikasa found her first love. Mikasa then lives with the Jaeger family in Shigashina, returning to a comfortable and warm family environment. Mikasa is always with Eren wherever she goes, besides that she is also good friends with a boy named Armin. They often play and chat by the river. While on his way back home after collecting firewood as usual, Eren suddenly said that he wanted to join the military academy and join the Survey Corps. Knowing that often Survey Corps members die while on a mission outside the wall, Mikasa certainly forbids Eren. And when they arrived home, Mikasa conveyed Eren's wishes to his parents. Just like Mikasa, his mother forbids Eren completely. However, it turns out that his father doesn't forbid him, instead saying that he will support him and hopes that Eren can become a successful Survey Corps member. Unfortunately, not long after that, the colossal titan destroyed a wall in Shigashina and killed almost all the citizens. Eren and Mikasa try to help their mother, who is trapped in the rubble, to escape. However, the strength of the children was completely incomparable to those ruins, making them fail to save Carla, Eren's mother. And they have to witness how Carla is eaten alive by the titan. Because of that incident, all residents who managed to survive were evacuated into the wall rows, including Mikasa, Armin and Eren. After witnessing how terrible it was when his mother was eaten by the titan, Eren tearfully vowed to kill all the Titans and decided to enter the military academy. Seeing Eren's sincerity, even though there were still doubts in her heart, Mikasa also decided to enter the military academy, to help Eren and so that he could continue to be by his side. She wants to continue to be with Eren. These three children then entered the military academy as the 104th Training Corps. Mikasa felt that her decision to enter the military academy was right. She saw many women who could possibly be her love rivals to win Eren's heart. She didn't want any other woman who could snatch Eren from her, even if that woman was her own friend. Unexpectedly, Mikasa managed to become a strong cadet. She managed to reach the highest position among all her classmates. Until one afternoon, the Trost district was attacked by the colossal titan. The military, unprepared for this, assigned the cadets to the front lines. The cadets were divided into groups and then deployed throughout the Trost to fight the titans. However, Mikasa, who is one of the elite cadets, is assigned to the back row to help evacuate the citizens. Mikasa, who was very worried about Eren, accelerated her movements, her feeling tell her that something bad was going to happen. After things were under control, Mikasa immediately went to the front line where Eren was. Arriving at the front line, she was surprised to find that so many of her comrades had died as a result of this attack. After searching here and there, Mikasa couldn't find Eren. Her feelings were getting worse, and sure enough, in a low voice, Armin said that Eren had been eaten by the Titan. Eren is dead. Strangely, as if Mikasa didn't feel anything, she held Armin's hand and asked him to calm down. She then stood up and said that she is strong, and able to fight all the Titans alone, asking her comrades to save themselves while she defeated the Titans. Without waiting for an answer from her comrades, Mikasa immediately got into action, killing the Titans at full speed. Without realizing it, Mikasa ended up running out of ammunition and fell to the ground. At that moment she came to her senses, her heart felt destroyed. She lost the person she loved so much again, just like when her parents, and Eren's parents were killed. Mikasa, who didn't want to repeat everything all over again, resigned and just sat there. And not long after that, a Titan walked over to her and ready to eat Mikasa. When she believed that it was the end of her life, suddenly another Titan came and attacked the Titan that wants to eat her. Things she never thought happened. Eren emerged from the figure of the Titan who was protecting her. Mikasa immediately ran towards Eren and hugged him. When she realized that Eren's heart was still beating, she burst into tears. As if all the suppressed emotions were bursting out, the person she loved so much, who she thought was dead, was still alive. Relief, emotion and happiness mixed into one. The happiness that Mikasa feels lasts only for a moment. There is a commotion on the military side which finally finds out that there is a human who can turn into a Titan. Mikasa worried about what will happen to Eren next. After going through a long process, it was finally decided that Eren would be guarded and assigned to the Survey Corps under the Levi Ackerman squad, who was the strongest soldier. Knowing this, Mikasa decided to join the Survey Corps in order to be with Eren. It was as if the world wanted to keep the two of them away. Even if Mikasa managed to get into Levi's squad to be with Eren, there were always big things that happened. As the wall's secrets are uncovered one by one, it turns out that the enemy they have been looking for is not a Titan, but the humans outside the walls, that want to destroy them and Eren's power. Mikasa and Eren had to go through hard times. Because they were together, Mikasa felt like she could do anything. However, there were times when Mikasa's self-confidence weakened when she saw Eren, who was continuously badly injured as a result of changing her form into a Titan or due to battle. This continued, until the military forces finally regained Shigashina and learned that there was life beyond the walls. With the advancing technology, the Survey Corps then travels beyond the walls, this time, not to kill the Titans or find additional sources of food, but to prove the truth of the ocean. The endless stretch of water that comes from saltwater, which will never end, even if the salt farmers keep taking it. After riding for 1 day and 1 night, Mikasa's gaze was immediately fixed on the vast expanse of water, as if it had no end. They finally arrived at the sea, a place that Eren and Armin had always talked about when they were kids. Mikasa then looked at Eren, who was suddenly unhappy for some reason. Eren then said that their real enemy was at the end of this ocean. With humans found outside the walls, the military forces decided to guard the coastal area, and then managed to host several ships from a country called Marley, which had been sending Titans to Paradise. Because of this, their insight into the world has widened. This world turned out to be very wide, and they knew that all this time the humans in the walls were the ones the world feared the most because they were descendants of the cursed Eldia, who were able to turn into Titan. Knowing that the world wants the humans out there to want them to disappear, the military decides to do some survey to Marley. Mikasa was nervous and excited at the same time. This was the first time humans from Paradise had traveled to meet humans outside the walls. When they arrived at Marley, they were surprised to learn about the sophisticated technology and a wide variety of delicious food that they had never tasted before. Mikasa, who feels excited, invites Eren to come to taste the food like the others. However, Eren just remained silent and said that it turns out that the humans outside the wall are just like them, not a demon like they thought. Since then, Mikasa felt Eren change even more. His smile began to fade and the light from his eyes no longer seen. However, Mikasa tried to pretend she didn't care and stay with Eren. In the end, Eren decided to side with Zeke, who was his half-brother. Mikasa becomes clueless about the way Eren thinks. The man she knows highly upholds justice and will not kill innocent people, completely changes as if he has become someone else. Mikasa even begged Eren to return home to Paradise together with her. And she felt very relieved when Eren agreed to Mikasa's request and returned home, even though he is now a military prisoner. Due to Eren's drastic change, making Survey Corps members gather to discuss what they should do when Eren is no longer trustworthy. Finding that his comrades no longer believe in Eren, Mikasa tries to convince them to continue to believe that Eren loves them all and can't possibly do anything bad, as they have always known. Although in her heart she also doesn't understand what really happened to Eren when they all explored the Marley. The thing that Mikasa afraid most happens: Eren escapes from prison. And his supporters, who are called Jaegerists, staged a blatant coup and want to take over the leadership on Paradise to form a new Eldia kingdom. Then, in the end, Mikasa met Eren again. But it wasn't a sweet reunion that awaited her. Mikasa, Eren and Armin, sitting with their hands on the table in tense conditions. Eren comes along with the Jaegerists to capture the Survey Corps, who don't want to tell the location where Zeke is being held. Mikasa, who was unable to hold back her feelings, asked Eren's true purpose. She also did not understand Eren's drastic and inexplicable change. Eren, who gave Mikasa a warm scarf, which saved her life over and over again, who always upheld justice, changed as if it was controlled by someone else. The answer Eren gave made Mikasa feel like she was struck by lightning. He said that Mikasa, who was the descendant of Ackerman, was only a slave to the Eldians. The extraordinary power of the Ackerman clan was a tool to protect the Eldians. And the reason why Mikasa is so attracted to Eren is because of her Ackerman blood. Everything Eren said was like a nightmare she really didn't want to experience. And Mikasa's heart stopped when Eren said that he actually hated Mikasa a lot since they were little. After that, she had to witness the two people she really cared about, Armin and Eren. Having a big fight for the first time, Armin, who didn't accept Eren's words, hit him with all his might, which Eren replied with all his might too. Makes Armin battered and unable to stand up again. Still feeling tremendous shock, Mikasa and Armin were taken to the dungeon by the Jaegerists. She could only see Eren's back, which was increasingly distant, from her eyes and from her heart. In the dungeon where everyone was silent, Jean suddenly said that maybe Eren had deliberately angered Mikasa and Armin so that they would hate him more easily, so they wouldn't refrain to beat Eren. Because if they still feel Eren loves them, then Armin and Mikasa won't be able to fight Eren. Hearing this, seemed to give Mikasa a glimmer of hope. Eren, who loved her and Armin very much, probably did this on purpose, because if Eren had hated her from a long time ago, there was no way he would have bothered to meet Mikasa before putting her in prison. When they were looking for a way to escape, suddenly the Jaegerist come with Onyankopan came to open their prison and said that Marley's troops suddenly attacked with full force and needed their help to defend Paradise. Without being able to thoroughly digest everything that actually happened, Mikasa came to the front lines to help Eren. However, before she had the chance to meet Eren, there was a large explosion sound, like the sound of changing Titan but louder. Not long after, a terrible earthquake suddenly occurred. As if that wasn't enough to shock everyone, the walls surrounding Shigashina collapsed, exposing hundreds of colossal titans inside. Then, the Eldians seemed to get telepathically at the same time, which contained the message that Eren would doing the rumbling using all the titans on the wall and would destroy all mankind outside Paradise. Mikasa and Armin, who were standing side by side, staring at each other, they both couldn't help but be shocked. Due to this very unexpected situation, the entire Marley army decided to retreat. Mikasa then meets Commander Hanji and allies with some of Marley's soldiers as well as Reiner and Ani. They join together to stop Eren's rumbling. Mikasa doesn't want Eren to destroy the entire world just to protect Paradise. She decides to talk to Eren no matter what. She didn't want her loved ones to become enemies to the whole world, something Eren had wanted to destroy so badly when he was a kid. Mikasa's journey to catch up with Eren isn't easy. They had to go back against the Jaegerist even to the point of losing their commander Hanji. However, everything seemed useless when Eren returned to say that he did not want to hear or speak to Mikasa or the others through the path. Knowing this, everyone agreed that the only way to stop Eren was to kill him. Mikasa felt that she had no other choice, the only way to stop Eren was to kill him. However, she didn't know whether she could do it or not. The Alliance forces finally caught up with the founding Titan at Salta Fort. By mobilizing all the remaining strength, they managed to stop the colossal Titan and destroy the founding Titan Eren. However, even when they had done all of that, suddenly Eren changed form into a colossal Titan. Mikasa suddenly felt a tremendous headache when she was about to attack the founding Titan. As she felt her consciousness fade, she suddenly felt someone calling her. Opening her eyes slowly, Eren was in front of her eyes and asked if she was all right. Unlike what she knew, Eren in front of her eyes had short hair and a gentle smile like the she always know. Mikasa looked around at her surrounding, she and Eren in front of a cabin on the edge of the forest. Eren asks her to relax today as they got a big fish, then asks why Mikasa is crying in her sleep. Mikasa said that she felt that she shouldn't be here now. Eren, who heard that, sighed and hugged Mikasa, then said that maybe it was a natural thing because Eren was unable to choose between sacrificing Historia or rumbling. Finally he decided to run away with Mikasa to spend the rest of his time together. Eren also asked Mikasa to forget about it and throw away the scarf he gave her if he had died. At that moment, Mikasa realized. Maybe it was all a sign for her to strengthen her heart to stop Eren right away. Mikasa then took the red scarf from her shirt and put it on. She said that she would never be able to do Eren's request, even if it was only in her dreams. With the help of Falco and Captain Levi, Mikasa managed to get into the mouth of the founding Titan and then said goodbye to someone she loved so much. She grasped the sword as hard as she could, trying to fight the fear and trembling she felt. She had to kill the person she loved so much, otherwise all the struggles she had with the Survey Corps would be useless. Also, the whole world will be destroyed and millions of people will die. Mikasa stared at Eren's face, his eyes wistful, as if begging Mikasa to stop him immediately. Holding her breath, Mikasa slashed Eren's head, then kissed the boy she loved so much for the first and last time. Fate was cruel to both of them, as if, whatever choice they would make, there would be no happy ending for the two of them. Thank you for watching this video, and we will back again with more interesting videos for you. See you next time and goodbye.